Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. I am just getting my face on. Brandon is actually helping his cousin install some windows today, so I've got the day to myself, which is rare. I want to talk about something that's been happening in the community. If you're watching this, it's likely because you have clicked on something that said how to make money online, how to start your own business, how to start a side hustle. And there are so many options about starting side hustles that it will make your head spin and keep you stuck. And I can't tell you how many people I have DMing me that just get lost in the chaos and lost in the confusion about where to start because there's just far too many options. And I fell victim to that myself. I don't know how many of you, actually I would love to know, how many of you have bought a course, started a program or an affiliate program or started something online and then quit it? Because this is my main point. Like, this is going to drive it home. If you've ever bought a course, like started a course, signed up for a program, signed up for an affiliate program or anything online, signed up for it and then didn't do much with it. Because it's kind of a crappy thing that I realized, but I've been in. You have? Yeah. Can you tell me why? Hey, can you tell me why you did it? Like why you bought it and then why you didn't finish it? And it's not just you. This is 90% of people. I just learned this a couple weeks ago and it literally fried my brain and I pulled apart my entire business because of this. Because I thought I was helping people make money by helping them find the right program for them, the right course for them. I've tried 17 different side hustles, 17 of them. So I know what is inside of each of these programs. And I have made my business linking you up with the right program. So I was on a Zoom call with a bunch of other digital marketers and we were going through these case studies and I just didn't believe it when we were talking about it. But a couple of these other women are course creators themselves. And so once you create your own program, then you have so much more control and access to the people in your programs to see like what it is that's going on. And so I didn't know that the completion rate for a course is 10%. 10% of people who buy a program or buy into a program complete it on their own. And it made me so sick to my stomach because for the last year, almost a year and a half coming up, like I thought I was doing so much good linking people up with the right program. That's what my entire page is about, trying all these side hustles and then being able to advise you on what is going to be best for you. And so it wasn't until I went through all the work and effort of creating my own course that took so much love and attention and energy. Like I've really poured myself into this to teach like all the things that I've learned over the last 10 different courses that I took. And not just courses, I was in other programs too, trying to learn different things, like affiliate marketing and network marketing. But I was going through them, but I'm one of the 10% that will actually go through it. And there are a couple courses that I bought that I didn't do much with because I got into it and I'm like, this isn't really what I thought it was going to be. So I quit it. But that's just because it wasn't the right program. But some people are getting into the right program, but then not doing anything with it. So it wasn't until I built my own course that teaches all the things that I was learning, network marketing, affiliate marketing, advertising on all the social media platforms, like social selling, all these things that I was learning. I put it into my own course. It's called Breakthrough Kickstarter, and I'm super proud of it. And I was really excited to launch it, and it sold really, really well. It's $444, and it was selling really well. Like, that's a good living. And so I was super excited about it, and I was actually able to help the people inside my community find so this course is helping you find your thing. What is exactly perfect for you? And I found the issue with all these other courses were like, okay, it's kind of meant for one person. Learn how to make money online. Learn social media. Learn digital marketing. Like digital marketing is such a broad term, but a lot of the people that were getting into these courses were getting into the make money online niche. If you buy a course on digital marketing, most of them are teaching you how to make money online. Now, after a year, more than a year doing this, I talk to hundreds of people in my DMs a week, hundreds, and I respond to all my messages personally. So I'm getting to know you all and learning you personally, who you are. And I can tell you, 90% of you should not be in the make money online niche. That's a way to make money, but it is not you. It's not how you are going to thrive in this market. And you have to love what you're doing and feel passionate about it and inspired by it to make this work, because this is a lot of fun. This is my favorite job I've ever had. I can tell you that I feel alive. I feel like my brain works better. I feel like I'm just happier. I wake up really excited. And that wasn't the case for me before. I was pretty down in the dumps, hating what I was doing and feeling stressed and miserable and knowing that like I was meant for more. And I'm like, is this really all that life has to offer, is just stressing about money, not liking what I'm doing, not feeling fulfilled, and working my butt off 2 jobs and still not able to make ends meet? That had me down in the dumps, and I was pretty depressed, and I'm in heart failure. I'm in stage 2 heart failure, and that kind of stress, I knew stress was bad for you, but I did not know that stress was that bad, like cause heart failure. I had my first heart attack in 2019 at 32. So I help you find your thing. What do you want to do? What are you going to be good at? And what makes sense for your lifestyle, your life, your passions, what you already know, what you're already good at, or what you could become good at? That is what I specialize in. That is my gift. And what I have excelled in is when my people come into my space, we find your exact thing, what works for you. So Breakthrough Kickstarter was designed to do that, to not just give you a big box course that's like, run with it, but run with you, like specifically. And I love that in my community, I'm able to work with you, get feedback from you. Part of the homework and stuff inside this program is coming back to me, like, show me what you've done, show me what you found. And I have people in my community that were posting like, oh my gosh, I'm only in week 1 and I've already locked in my niche. I've already outlined what digital product they want to sell. If it's a digital product, that makes it super easy because there's no inventory, there's no shipping. When someone wants to purchase it from you, it automatically emails it to them. You don't run out of inventory. There is no stock. So a lot of my students end up creating a digital product or a digital guidebook or something of that level to teach someone something. If they found a solution to something for their life, they have a story around it, they're able to market it to other people, people relate, and they're making good money. So that is what I love doing. But the passion is find your thing. But the problem is, after doing this for a few weeks, this program is meant to be gone through within 30 days. It's 4 weeks. So some of my students were like, oh my gosh, after just a few days, I already outlined my digital product. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want to post about. I know my story, but only a few. So I started checking in on some of them, and some of them didn't even respond after buying the course. Some of them didn't even log into the community. And I'm like, what's happening? Like, I built this to be ideal, and they obviously wanted to get into the course because they purchased it. So what is happening? And that's why I joined that focus group with these other digital marketers to learn 10% of people. And I just did not feel good about that. Like, if I'm trying to help you find your thing, and you buy a course, an expensive course, $444 is nothing to sneeze at. It's definitely not the way more expensive courses. Like, I bought a $2,500 course and I didn't find much value in it. And that was one of them that I was very disappointed in, and I would never recommend it to a friend. But it's nothing to sneeze at to spend $444 to like start your dream. So for people to spend that money and then not actually go through it is not something that I am okay with. So I did a lot of research. I broke apart my business. I stopped advertising that course. The people that were doing well in my community in the course are still active and engaged, and we're still working really well together, but only a few, and that's not okay. So I stopped advertising my program. I set up a different system where you can take a niche quiz to figure out where you think that you'll fit into the online space. And you guys, there are so many options. Affiliate marketing, first and foremost, is absolutely exploding because brands are realizing all of us are spending our time on our phones, and we are listening to the people that are advertising to us. And the people that we trust, if you're if you've got stuff you already love and you start promoting it, people are going to want to buy it from you. Like people who already follow you. And then the key is, how can you build up a little bit of a follower base? I've got a student that was making sales at 100 followers. So please bear in mind, you do not need a lot of followers. And a lot of these affiliate programs used to be like, oh, you have to have 10,000 followers before you can join. That's not the case anymore. These network marketing companies and affiliate marketing companies and all these brands are throwing money at us to advertise on our social media feeds. So I teach that inside Breakthrough Kickstarter. But there are so many ways, and I learned through all this research that 85 to 90% of people are completing the training and going on to launch their income streams and progress and actually have success when it is inside a communal learning space. When there's a group effort and group learning and community, people are succeeding at a way higher level. From 10% completing a course to up to 90% completing it and then actually launching their income stream. I knew I had to literally put the brakes on, figure out what I'm doing. And to be fair, $400, $500, $600 is a reasonable price for the level of education that you're going to get. We used to go to college and get a degree for $80,000 to learn this kind of stuff. And now you can get into a course very specialized and specific for what you want to learn, get through it in a weekend and start applying it. But people weren't applying it. So I broke it apart and I put my $444 Kickstarter course inside of a community, and I added all of my private label products inside this community as well. So anything that I've purchased over the last year and some months that I learned from and use, you can come into the community, grab those links, rebrand it, and then you can immediately turn around and resell it. So if you don't have a product in mind, we'll help you find something inside that product suite that makes sense for you and you can market it. But first you're going to go through Breakthrough Kickstarter and figure out your niche, figure out your product, and I have all the stuff lined up to help you build your product super quickly. This is meant to be gone through in 30 days. It's a 4-week quick program. So I put it inside the community, and the community is $47 a month because I have had so much success and I know what it means to find your thing and be able to do it, to execute it, to change your entire life, because either you found some products that you love that you can promote and talk about easily, or you can create a digital product, or you are super inspired to start a community of your own, or you have a coaching business that you want to start, or whatever the case may be, to find your thing and have the support needed and the training needed in a very easy to follow way, you will change your life. I heard something recently that I loved. It was on a podcast, and he was like, okay, you know how in every single movie, like horror films especially, something's happening in the horror film and the audience is like, stop doing that, like look behind you, or don't go in the basement, or oh my gosh, run. Like there's something the main character is not doing and everybody is like aware of it except for the main character, and you want to like shake them and be like, oh my gosh, like stop doing that, or you need to do this, or someone's in like a really bad relationship in the movie and you're like, you just need to leave him, it's so obvious. If you're the main character, which you are, what would your audience be screaming at you? You're the main character. Everyone is watching your life like a movie, like The Truman Show. What is it that everyone would be screaming at you? And then acknowledge that, because you probably know what it is, even if you don't want to acknowledge it or it's hard, or you know that if you do not acknowledge it, something needs to change. But you are the main character. You have one life, and it can be so beautiful. And I'm going to sit here and tell you that, yes, absolutely it can, because I was hurting. I didn't want to be here anymore. And I mean that like it sounds, a while ago, couple years ago. And I wouldn't feel like I do now had I not figured out my purpose and actually bet on myself and started doing it. It's so important to start doing it. You have one chance. And if you don't like where you're at, please bet on yourself. You can do it, and it is not that difficult. The way that I teach my students is, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. It's not a pyramid scheme, not a get rich quick scheme. We're not going to like burn fast and bright. Like we're not going to swindle people. We're not going to trick them. We're not going to clickbait. No, like take the way that this works so well for my students is we find your thing. We talk about it. We discover what it is you want to do. And then we start implementing it like a hobby, like something that you actually enjoy. We take that and little tiny step at a time, one little bite at a time, we start building the product, finding the affiliate links, finding the company you want to brand, finding the products that you want to promote. Tiny steps at a time. And then we start setting up your pay links. We get a link in your bio. We build a simple, it has to be simple because I am awful on a computer. I'm terrible with technology. Build a simple sales funnel. Sales funnel is like this. This is all the people in the world, and this is a topic that you want to talk about. And people drop into the top of this funnel. You're like, hey, this is cool. And they're like, yeah, this is cool. So they drop into the funnel. And then down here, you nurture them by saying, this is why you dropped into this funnel, because you like what I'm talking about. Down here in the middle, we're going to do some emails to them, super helpful, valuable emails to teach them and educate them and connect with them and help them feel seen. So then we do the email marketing. And then we talk about content even more. You can do a broadcast channel on your Instagram. There's all these little things that we do one step at a time. It's not coming into this and being like, I got to do it all at once, because it's not going to work that way. You're going to miss steps, or, things are going to be missing. And I did that myself. I tried to rush at the beginning of this. And when I first went viral for the first time, which eventually, if you're posting enough, you will go viral, I didn't have the systems set up. So I went viral in the wrong way, and I didn't have the systems for people to like fall back on and get the information that I was trying to share with them. And that sucked. It created a lot more work for me. And then a lot of followers who weren't like aligned in the right way. So I had to like clear out a bunch of followers and try again. So little simple things, figuring out what you want to do. And this can change. You do not have to figure out what you're doing for a lifetime. You just figure out what you're going to start with. Simple thing that you like, that you want to run with. And as soon as that doesn't align with you, we pivot. We pivot over and over and over as many times as you want, for as long as you want for your whole life. And that's the beauty of building what you hear all the time online, a personal brand. Build a personal brand, build a personal brand. And building a personal brand means you can get an audience engaged, interested in you and your life, because you're being authentic and you're showing up, and everybody's going to relate to you specifically. There are people that are never going to relate to me that are definitely going to relate to you, that will follow you and purchase from you, not from Becky or Brian or Susan or me. So that's what I help you find. So we find what you want to do. Then we start putting up the pay systems, linking your Stripe, linking your PayPal, getting your link in your bio, setting up a Stan Store, and then building each little product. Like, these things are so simple when you do them one at a time. And all of a sudden, you have a full-blown mini business at your disposal that, okay, I am obsessed. I have the driest skin and it hurts. Like, I get out of the shower and I immediately have to put something on my skin because it starts peeling and it hurts. So I'm obsessed with this product now. And now I have something on my page that I truly believe in. And when I talk about it, if anybody else is like, you know what, I would like some all-natural skincare that I know for sure is not going to harm my skin and age me, they're going to talk to me about it. And I don't even have to necessarily sell it a bunch. I just explain what it is. I also have a collagen that I love that has helped my hair grow like 6 inches. All I do is talk about how my hair's grown a few times, post a couple before and after pictures, and people come to my DMs asking me about it, and affiliate links. So I use Stan Store as my link in bio. And almost every single brand that you are going to get interested in now has an affiliate link. It didn't used to be that way. It used to be like, you'd have to hunt down certain brands who do affiliate. Now almost any tool or any product, even all these digital courses that you're seeing, have affiliate opportunities, so that if you get into it, learn from it, love it, you can talk about it and people will buy it from you. They just will. So now almost all these brands have an affiliate link. So Stan Store is what I use for my link in my bio. So people say that all the time. If you want more information, go to the link in my bio. That is the biggest money maker I've ever seen. I have owned multiple businesses before this, and a link in your bio where the globe, anyone in the globe can click that link. I have followers and people purchasing from me in Ireland, India, South Africa, the UAE, like everywhere. That is so crazy to me. And with network marketing, okay, we used to have to bother our friends and family. Oh, I have Mary Kay products. Do you want to come to my party? No. Will you join my Facebook group and I'm going to bombard you like every single day in this Facebook Messenger? No. People used to run away from people in network marketing because we had to network with our own people. And nobody likes to do that. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Like, I can get online and talk to complete strangers, but if I had to like text everyone in my phone and be like, hey, I really love these products. Do you guys want to come to a party at my house and try them? I wouldn't be able to do it. But if I genuinely love this, and I know there's people who genuinely are looking for clean skincare because they care about their health, they're going to say, hey, me too. So network marketing has changed. And the thing about like trying to just affiliate for a product, like, okay, I love, I don't know, this mascara. And I go to the brand and I say, I want an affiliate link. I want to sell this mascara. They're like, perfect. There you go. Here's a link. Do with it what you would like. But when you join a network marketing group, they say, oh, you want to join? Here is all this training. Here are all these training calls. Here are all these marketing materials you can use. Here are these discount codes for your clients. Here's this email sequence you can use. And you can build a team so it's sustainable long-term income, not just selling this product and saying, hey, buy this, and then someone buys it and you get 10, 15%, and then you never see them again. No, when you sell something that is with a network marketing company now, you get the support, you get the training, you get the material, you get all of it. So you just joined the other day. Hi. Oh, you did. Hello. You get all the training and the support, and you don't have to bother your friends and family. So courses blew up last year, like insane. People were making millions of dollars selling training courses, digital marketing training courses, millions of dollars. I made $250,000 last year doing coaching, courses, and affiliate marketing. That's crazy. That's more money than I've ever made in my entire life in a year. And it blew my mind, and I didn't expect to make that much. I was hoping to make $5,000 a month. Since then, I've been making $5,000 a week. So I want to stress how important it is to me to help you find your thing and really, truly support you in it, because I was selling courses, $400, $500 a pop. Easy money. But when I realized people weren't finishing them or going through them, and I built my own course so I had eyes on the people inside my program, to realize only 10% were completing it, it isn't worth it to me. We are in this because likely most of us are struggling and want to make more money. I'm not going to be the person that just sells something because I can, knowing that 90% of people are never going to benefit from it. I don't feel good about it. I'm not going to do it. So that's why I took my course and put it inside a very affordable community at a monthly fee. So you can get in, learn it, get your income stream set up, and then leave if you want. Clearly, I don't want you to leave. I love the community that I'm building, and I put it in a community because I want to actually engage with you and help you. And having so many followers makes it really hard to have meaningful conversations and meaningful relationships constantly in my DMs when I'm getting hundreds of messages a week. So I know when I set up this community, anyone who is genuinely interested in making money, genuinely interested in starting their own business, getting into a network marketing company, starting affiliate marketing, starting their own coaching, starting their own community themselves, like they will pay the monthly fee and learn and stay because they're going to get actual support, and I can actually have eyes on you helping you. So that's why I set this up, because I want to be able to meaningfully engage with the people who mean it. And going from selling $500 a pop courses to $47 a month communities is a huge, huge shift. But I know that 85 to 90% of people are actually going to benefit instead of just 10. So I've been blessed. I have had wild success, but it shook me to learn that only 10% of people are actually going through courses. So now that I have all these other things, I have Oliveda. I just started I was doing the shots, the Ozempic shots. Mine was semaglutide, and I did it before my wedding. And there's a lot of reasons. It's not purely weight loss, like brain fog, sleeping. It regulates your digestive tract, which I have a really hard time with. So there's a lot of reasons that I did it, but I am so regretful. I've like cried multiple times because it made me so nauseous that I didn't want to eat. I like couldn't eat, and I got the shakes. And after a few months, I started losing so much muscle mass that my whole my whole skeleton started hurting, and I started having wobbly skin. And I'm like, what is this? Like, this is not what I thought was going to happen. So I got off of it, really sad, changed my whole body composition, and I won't do it again. And I don't think a lot of people should. It's good for some people, I know, but not everybody. So the company that I love for my collagen launched a product that activates the GLP-1 in your body to help you actively, naturally produce more GLP-1, which helps you with the brain fog, the energy, the sleep, the digestion, the weight loss, the snacking, like the food chatter that we have all day and all night, making us want to eat. We have all the bugs in our systems and our guts that make us want to eat all the sugar and all the high processed foods. So I got on this natural GLP-1 activator. I think it's 5 days now. And 2 days after I got on it, I started sleeping better. And so I'm just on it now. And if it starts working really well, then I'm going to start talking about it a lot more. And naturally, people who follow me are going to want to either purchase the product for themselves or get in on the ability to make really good money with training in a product that supports their health. That is the beauty of finding your own thing. I also take Happy Juice. A lot of people have heard of Happy Juice, and that helps with your cortisol level. Again, helps with your sleep. A lot of people talk about anxiety and overwhelm and stress. Like, that is helping. And for me, it was kind of an off-label thing, but it helps a lot with my daily aches and pains and my joints and things. But that's another product that I can sell. I also love these nails. I can start selling these nails. I also have a red light Lumi box that I can start to sell. Like, when you learn how to just take everyday things that you already love and start talking about it, you will change your life with substantial, sustainable income. And when you have a brand and you're online and people follow you, you can take that brand and shift whenever you want. You can do a digital product coaching, affiliate marketing. But with Stan Store, my link in my bio, all I do is have my link in my courses. I have my link on my Stan Store. I have my link in my free lead magnets when I describe what Stan Store is to people. They can click on that link. They can get a 14-day free trial, which I always recommend. Stan Store I've gone to so many other different things, so many other different products to like house all my systems, but I'm really bad on a computer. And so no matter what I've tried, I keep coming back to Stan Store because it does my email marketing, link in bio, my payment systems. It does order bumps for you so you can make more money when someone's checking out. It's like, hey, do you also want this? Like, so many good things, and it's the most affordable one, and it's so simple for a dummy like me that I keep coming back to it. But I have made $13,000. I don't even talk about Stan Store much unless it's like me explaining this to you. And I made $13,000 last year just from having a little affiliate link. You earn 20%. So if anyone signs up for Stan Store, they just have the link right there. They have a 2-week free trial. Why wouldn't they? And I make money. So once you get into this, you're going to want to affiliate for the software that you're using, the systems that you're using. I use ManyChat as an auto DM responder when something goes viral. Instagram doesn't even let you respond to more than like 30 comments in an hour, or else they'll flag it as spam. So you have to have an outside app that can do that. That's something that I also teach, is how to eventually do that once you start getting enough engagement. But that will auto deliver links to people, and I affiliate for them. And I've made, I can't even tell you the number right now. I know it's a few thousand. I'd have to look. But I've got 6 or 7 avenues of income that same way. I also affiliate for System.io. That's a sales funnel software. Like, little things that I don't ever even talk about that are just sitting there, links for people that come across anything that I'm doing. Like, oh, that sounds like a good option for me. I'm going to do it. So collectively, thousands and thousands of dollars a month I'm bringing in for doing nothing. Now, let me be clear. It didn't start out that way. You do need to invest in the time and putting the links up. You need to do the front end work. But I have never done anything in my life where I've put in the front end work and then it just keeps progressively getting better. And so people always say, learn to do passive income, passive income, passive income. And I'm like, it's not passive. It is semi-passive. But what I'm doing now, this is not passive. This is me sitting down and talking to you guys and educating you on the millions of ways to make money online. So you don't have to do face forward content like this. You can do faceless content. I recommend face forward content because think of any faceless page that you can think of. Yes, you maybe have built a connection with that page and you love it and you trust it. But if it came to wanting to start a business, you probably would want to go with someone where you can see their face and learn them and message them. That is why I think that I love face forward content most, because I want to be able to build the trust. You want to build the know, like, trust factor with your audience because they need to know that you are the person for them and that you can help them. But I do use plenty of faceless content. If I am looking a certain way that day, or I'm sick, or I'm just too busy to film, I'll just pull up from my content vault. I have vaults, many vaults of faceless videos, pictures, men's vaults, travel photo vaults, aesthetic. And I actually put all those into the community as well. So if you guys if you want to do faceless, there's a faceless mini course inside the community. There is a Canva crash course inside the community. There is Instagram creating content, how do you even create a reel? How do you create posts? How do you write content? How do you write captions? How to do email marketing? There are mini courses. All of those are included inside my community on top of my Kickstarter course, which was selling for $444 until I decided not to, because I want people to actually go through the training. And statistics say 85 to 90% of people are actually going to do it when they're in a community space. So affiliate links, network marketing, TikTok Shop is getting huge. I'm actually going to put some training about TikTok Shop into the community as well, because that's something I'm interested in. And if I'm interested in it, I'm definitely going to share it with you. We're going to start initiating calls so that I can get on and actually hang out with you guys. I just had a vote for what kind of content they want added, everyone that's already in Breakthrough Community, whether it was affiliate marketing 101 or how to create and edit reels, and they voted on affiliate marketing. So every single month, every single week, we're going to be doing something to continue your progress, and you will not be alone. That's the thing. You want to make money online, you don't know where to start, you don't know how to even begin looking into options. Come into the Breakthrough Community, start the Kickstarter course. I actually love the way the program starts because we walk through mindset and getting in touch with you and conquering some limiting beliefs, because this is a little bit difficult, It takes some effort. It's the most worthwhile thing you're ever going to do, and will take you into retirement, because once you establish your brand and your pages and your pay links, that never goes away. You have set up a consistent income stream for yourself for the rest of forever. All you gotta do is babysit it. So, you need to have some mental fortitude, and you need to know how to have that mental fortitude if you don't already. And even if you do feel like you're very mentally tough, it'll help you. I went through a lot in my marriage, and I was in a lot of different programs, and I have taken a lot of that education. I was in intensive therapy, marriage counseling and therapy for 10 years. So I was actually a facilitator of a women's co-addiction recovery group for 2 years. So I have a lot of actual real knowledge, certifications and things on these topics. And I love to help. I'm obsessed with research. I'm obsessed with learning hacks to make our lives better and grow and be better humans for ourselves and everyone around us. So I have a lot of experience in this, and week 1 goes through some of that. And I've gotten rave feedback and really, really heartwarming feedback about that. People got in and they're like, I'm not even sure I expected to go through that, but I really understand why we need to, and why Caitlin is setting us up to like be prepared for, you know, the mental talk, the like hard mental talk we go through. So week 1 in Kickstarter is my favorite. I think it's the most important week. But it's a 30-day program. Come into the community, start going through Kickstarter, go into all those other additional resources and products, and learn. And it is so low risk because I'm there to help you. You've got a whole community of people who will help you. And if you get in there and it's not for you, it is so easy to say, not for me. And you didn't just buy a $500 course that you didn't complete or go through. So it's just the best way I could fathom to help more people and get to connect with my community more deeply. And, you know, the bigger this community grows, I will eventually have to raise the price. Right now, it's $47 because I want to get the people in who have been wanting to do this. I had a lot of people on my list for Kickstarter that just couldn't afford it. It was right after Christmas. So this gives me the opportunity to give them the opportunity. But as the community grows, I will need to raise the price because I want to be able to communicate closely. And if the community gets to thousands of people, I just don't want that. I want it to be a lot more intimate. So as people join, you know, once it gets to a certain level, certain number, I'm going to have to increase the price. But anyone that gets in at whatever price they get in at, that's for life. So as long as you want to stay and as long as you find it valuable and you're liking the, you know, group hangouts, you're liking the community, you're liking the education, you're liking the challenges. Like one of them is that I'm going to do next week is, you know, everybody make a couple, oh my gosh, what is it? A logo. Everybody make a couple logos, post them in the community, and we'll all vote. So you guys can be like, okay, I thought that was good, but everyone else likes this one. And you can make a really cool logo you can put in your new Instagram page and start. Like have that, put your couple favorite Instagram handle names and have people vote on them. And the other biggest thing that I'm going to do for everyone is try to have a group launch. So once you get into the community, once you get your first income stream ready to go, whether it's a digital product, affiliate product, a network marketing product, whatever you decide to go with, we're going to have a group launch. So I'll be like, hey, this week we're going to announce who is launching. And on the day that they launch, we're all going to post about it. Can you imagine? Can you even imagine if you had a product and I have 240,000 followers, and all of these people in your community that you're working with, if everybody posts your product on the same day that you launch, can you imagine what kind of support that is? I would have killed for that. Like I started all this on my own and had absolutely no help. I would have killed for that. So because I care about you and I want you to succeed, like I will personally post you on my stories when you launch and explain what it is that you're doing. Tell your like origin story and help you get there. On top of, you know, helping you build it, I want to help you launch it. So that's something that I'm definitely going to be doing inside the community as soon as you've got your product ready to go. But the community is the first link in the link in my bio. So if you are interested in joining a group of people who are literally going to work their butts off to launch their first income stream, and you will launch your first income stream. And if you work hard, you're going to do it in 30 days. Imagine if 30 days from now you had a real niche, a real business page, all your links set up, ready to go, and a product that you know people are going to want to buy, because I also help you do the market research to know, is this something that is even selling? Is the idea that you have a worthwhile idea? Because you could think you have the best idea in the world and then you launch and you're like, why is no one interested? This is awful. And I don't want that for you. So I walk you through how to do the market research on your idea, your product, and you know, how to write the copy for it and everything, and how to use storytelling in your posts to get people engaged. So in 30 days, you can get into this community and be rocking, ready to go. Have your income stream. You went from, I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm completely new, I don't even have an Instagram page, I don't have a product to promote, to I know exactly what I'm doing, I have a game plan, and I'm ready to start making money in 30 days. And you did it for $47. Now, there are a couple things. You are going to need a stand store. That's either $29 or $97 a month, because you need a back-end software system for your business. You have to have it. You can't run a business without it. So that one's $29. It's the cheapest one I could find that does the most. $29 or $97 depending on the features that you want. I definitely recommend that you use ChatGPT, the $20 version, because it's going to help you be your virtual assistant. Literally saves my life every single day. I don't know what I would do without it. So that I recommend $20 a month. I pay for Canva. My Canva is $14.97 a month. You don't have to pay for Canva. You can do it free. There's a free Canva account. I just like to get fancy with the fonts, so I like the pro version. But those are basically all you need to spend on. Unless you want to get crazy technical with your business and build like high-tech websites and pay for advertising. I don't. Okay, this is the other thing. How many of you have seen like tips and tricks? All the tips and tricks. Only post at this time. You have to use these hashtags. You have to make the video this length of time. 7-second reels. Blah, blah, blah. Like blah, blah, blah. Use ads. I don't use hashtags. I don't use ads. I don't care when I post. And I went mega viral, and I gained 147,000 followers, or 240,000 followers in, October, November, December, January, February, in 15 months. You guys, 15, that's so many followers in that little short time. I also started a podcast that's helped a lot of people like connect with themselves and heal and learn about themselves. Like that is another passion of mine. So whatever your passion, you want to write a book, you want to start a podcast, you want to start a coaching community, you just want to do affiliate marketing because you have some products you love, or you don't even have products you love, you want to find some, like that is what we're doing. We're finding your thing that is unique to you. Not everybody else, not anybody else, you. What do you want to do to make money online? Treat it like a hobby. This is a long-term goal. This is a business. This is something that's going to sustain you through retirement, if you wish, which it will, which it can. It will me for sure. I'm never, ever going to be broke again. That is such a comforting thing to say. I was a single mom for 7 years, and I was scared for most of it, almost all of it. So to know that I'm never going to be broke again is a beautiful, beautiful feeling that I want for everybody. Because life is stressful enough without having to worry about our income constantly, not be able to go on vacations and spend time with our family and do fun things and treat them and like have Christmas put you in an early grave. Before I started this, I couldn't even afford to get my girls back to school clothes. And that really, 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 really affected me. It really affected me. And I don't have to worry about that anymore. So I want that for you. And you can do this at a very affordable level. $47 a month. If you get in and you thrive, it is so worth it. If you get in and you only learn a little and you meet some fun friends and some community and you get some ideas, it is still so worth it. So in the link in my bio, Breakthrough Community, I would love to have you there. It is a safe, fun space with someone who actually cares about you, helping you find your thing and actually making it work for you. Because if it's not unique to you, you're not going to thrive. So we want it to be very unique to you. Does anyone have any questions while I'm sitting here? I think this is the longest I've ever taken to do my makeup because I just talk so much and get distracted. And I always like to answer questions, but I'm dyslexic and I can't read and talk at the same time. So people always answer questions while the live is going, and I always have a hard time doing that. So I would love to answer your questions now if I missed it and you're still here. Also, I would love to know how long any of you have been following me and why you're still following me. I would love to get to know you. You can tell me here or DM me, because with this many followers, I just really wish I could get back to like a smaller page. I've thought about starting a new page multiple times because I really just like to connect with people and get to know you and like help you on a personal level. So if you've been here for a while, I would love you to introduce yourself, even if it's just in my DMs, so I can get acquainted with you. At least a year. Hello. Yes, we've been talking in my DMs. Do you think you're going to get into not Breakthrough Kickstarter? I think you're going to get into the community, because that is where you'll find Breakthrough Kickstarter. What do we recommend if you're stuck on a program? If you're stuck on a program, you're going to want to think about why you're stuck. Are you stuck because it's not aligning with you? Are you stuck because you're anxious? Do you not have the income you need to pursue it? You know what I would do? Even if you don't have the paid version of ChatGPT, this is a prompt that I use myself when I'm feeling stuck. Get ChatGPT and just say, I am in this program, I got into it for this reason, and I'm hitting this roadblock, and I can't figure out why, and I need to figure out my next steps. ChatGPT, and I'll even say, ask me questions one at a time to help me figure out where my blocks are. And then ChatGPT will ask you questions one at a time, like, what is it that you think is holding you back? Or how far into the progress are you? Like, so good. So if you're stuck, use ChatGPT that way. Or even if you're just not motivated that day, something that I say to ChatGPT is, I'll be like, tell me something really sad that will get me off my butt right now to make me post the reels I know I need to post today. And it'll say something like, there are hundreds of people waiting for your help, an authentic voice, hundreds of people who want to figure out how to do what you've been able to do. And if you don't get off your butt, you're not going to be able to help them. And, you know, it's just crazy. It's like a little therapist, personal assistant, and yeah. So now all you have to do is our course, get into the community, and in the resources tab, the very first thing, it's so simple. Get into the community, go into the resources tab, click Breakthrough Kickstarter, start that week. That week is going to help you figure yourself out. It's going to sort yourself out. It's going to give you exactly what you want to do to pursue your passion, help you like really nail down who you're talking to and figure yourself out. And really, really go for it. Procrastination is I always say like, okay, the research phase is the death of entrepreneurs. Research. And we feel like we're doing something. We're like, okay, I researched today. Now I have a direction. And then you don't do anything with it. And then the next week you're like, oh crap, I got to research some more. And then all of a sudden, now this new direction makes itself known. You're like, okay, I'll just research that some more and I'll save that post. And then life happens. And then you come back a week later. Now all of a sudden something like else catches your eye and you're just like all over the place and you never start. And you live the same 6 months over and over and over because you've never done anything about it. That research phase kills so many people. And it is so sad because if you would just pick a direction and run with it, you're going to be learning all along the way. And if you end up not liking that direction, now when that next thing makes itself known that you want to try, now you know how to set up your pay links. Now you know how to make a post. Now you know how to use Canva. Now you know how to build a sales page. Like, you can change directions, but if you never start, you never get that experience. And it's like reading a book about how to ride a bike. You are never going to learn how to ride a bike if you just read a book and you don't get on the bike. So that's why I made this community so affordable. It's so low risk and you have all the help in the world. And I am obsessed with being able to do that. And I feel so fortunate and blessed to be able to do that. So don't get stuck in your research phase. It will kill you. The most painful thing is indecision. Has anybody ever been in a relationship where you're in the limbo phase and you're like, I know I should get out. I know I need to do something, but I'm just so scared to do it. And is it the right move? And is it really as bad as I think? And should I move on or should I stay? That is so painful. I have been there, and that is what hurts the most. Once you get out, yes, it's a different kind of pain. Now you're having to start over. Now you're alone. But the pain, the burning flames that you were in and all that indecision immediately goes away. The universe starts conspiring in your favor because you made the move to seek better for yourself and things start to fall in place. But it's the indecision and it's the limbo phase that is actually painful. Everything else is just a little stressful. I'd rather be stressed than in pain. So I'm like, okay, do you know how absolutely absurd and scary and what a tornado like storm I had in my body when I had built this Kickstarter program, launched it, and was selling it. It was working, like all my hard work, selling this $444 course, and then weeks in, slammed on the brakes because I realized I don't want to be part of this cycle where people buy a course and don't complete it. That threw me into a tailspin, but it wasn't a painful one. It was just okay, what do I do? I know what I'm doing. I have all the tools. How do I direct these tools in a way that's actually going to help people best so that I feel really good about what I'm doing and the people inside the program are going to succeed? Because that's literally my goal. That is all I care about. This is my life. My life is to help you succeed. So if I'm going to be in a program helping you, it's my life to help you succeed. And when I realized in that focus group that 10% of people are finishing courses, that was a struggle, but not one I couldn't handle because I'd already done all the hard work to have all that in front of me. So the pain is gone, but now there's struggle. You got to make decisions. You got to know what you want for your business, and that's okay. At least you're making money along the way. I love you, Zulema. Oh, did I do that? Did one of you do that? How do you do that? Okay, any questions? I do genuinely care. This has saved my life. This has made it so much better. I sleep at night. I know my kids are taken care of. I took them on this dream vacation. We went on a cruise with my whole family to the Bahamas and then went to Disney World. And we planned this trip for a year. It was my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. There's 5 kids and I'm the youngest kid. And we live all over the place. So I was so excited. And I had some victim mentality because they're like, okay, we want to plan this cruise. We have to fly to Florida and it's going to be so exciting. And it's a 5-6 day cruise. And my sisters have husbands. At the time, one of my sisters is divorced, but she was dating a guy who's like, I got it, I'll cover you. And her ex-husband was like, I'll cover the kids. I didn't have any money to even buy them school clothes. So when my family's like, we're taking this cruise, I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm going to have to sell everything to try to get to go. And I was so terrified. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to take them on this trip. My family is so sweet, but they're not the type to help financially, never have been. And I'm not the type to ask. So I was like, what do I do? I don't know if I'm going to be able to take them, but I guess we're just going to plan for the best. And this cruise was in June. I started making money January. My first money started rolling in January 24. And I easily paid for the cruise. My sister went through a breakup right before, and I paid for hers. Her plane ticket and her cruise ticket. My mom ended up splitting out with me, which was super sweet and surprising. But I was not able to just pay for myself. I was able to pay for my kids and my sister. That's how quickly your life can change. From going through laying awake at night and waking up with hot sweats, thinking there's no way I can afford this and being heartbroken over it, to having way more money than you've ever had, booking trips, and then this is the kicker. I didn't just take them to the cruise. We were already in Florida, and I was like, I'm kind of obsessed with Disneyland, and Quinn has so little, I want her to get to go. So we went to Disney World for 3 days and Universal Studios, Florida for 1 day. And I'd never spent that kind of money on a trip in my life, but it was worth every single penny because of all the hard work that I'd put in and the relief that I had. I had $47,000 in credit card debt as of January 24, and I was able to pay it all off. I've been able to invest in different businesses, different business opportunities. I'm a part of 4 network marketing businesses where I was able to buy the supplies and get into it and actually have the bandwidth to focus on them because I'm not stressed about money. I want this for you. Your family wants this for you. And there's many people in your life that you can help and serve better and love better if you are taken care of and you are less stressed and you're fulfilling your purpose and you're loving what you do, and every second of your energy is going back to you and your pocket and not some dumb boss that doesn't care about you. That's what this can do for you. And I always ask if there's questions, and then while I wait for them to come in, I start yapping again. That's what my daughter calls it, yapping. When she comes into my room at night, she's like, Mom, I need to yap at you. your dyslexia. And yeah, I learned I was dyslexic when I was 29. I just thought I was an idiot. I thought I was an idiot for a really long time because I struggled in school. None of my sisters did. My brother didn't. And I got fired from jobs because I would transpose numbers. And I'm like, I literally thought I did it right. And I would mess things up and I would get fired. And I had so much anxiety. I grew up going to church. We grew up very Mormon. And if any time the teacher was like, okay, I need someone to write on the board, I would panic. Because if I had to sit there and write on the board, I would just get words backwards and I would have a panic attack. So a lot of people with dyslexia are actually super good at being entrepreneurs because we have to overcompensate and find workarounds for different things that we don't feel like we're good at in a normal school workplace environment. So I learned that, and that's why I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I wasn't aware that that's what I was doing, but that's actually, it's like a superpower. And even if you don't feel like it is now, try to get into this. Even ADD. I have ADD too, and I feel like that's kind of a superpower because I can take my medication on days where I have to write up a bunch of documents or, create a digital guide or do a lot for the community, like the computer work that I really struggle with. I can take my medication those days, and on the days where I want to be creative and create and make reels and connect with people, I don't take my medication. And I've learned that certain tasks that I enjoy and my creativity is flowing, I don't need the medication. Days when I really struggle, that's when I take the medication. And that's not right for everybody. I'm no doctor, but it has been a miracle for me to figure out that even with ADD, when I'm fully passionate and engaged and enjoying what I'm doing, my ADD is kind of like a superpower because I can do 80 different squirrel tasks at the same time and get a lot done. So don't let anything hold you back. I know a lot of you are afraid to post because you're afraid of what people think about you, but every single person who becomes successful had to start before they were. And if you want to be able to eventually post for 10, 15,000 followers, you have to start posting for none. I remember one of my first reels that I made, I worked so hard on, and my aunt and my girlfriend saw it. 2 views. I worked so hard on that reel. I got 2 views, and I was like, what am I even doing here? Ugh. And then now, when I scroll back to the bottom of my feed, every single reel has thousands of views. And it was those reels in the beginning that gained the know, like, trust factor with my audience to get people to come along on my journey. I was just being honest about the mistakes I was making, these options that I was trying, and my opinions of them when I was really disappointed because I felt like some of these options, like Legendary Marketer and Dave Sharp and Hustle Phil, Philip Johansson and High Achiever Society and 7-Figure Accelerator, I was so disappointed with those. And I wasn't bad-mouthing. I was just literally explaining my story with it and my situation so real and genuinely, and my struggles with it, that people were following along more and more. I started testing all these side hustles and posting about all these side hustles I was trying, and people just wanted to see. I gained a lot of followers, and I love this community now. And that was I started my first post, I think, was October 23rd, 23. I think. It was either the 17th or the 23rd. I can't remember numbers. But that's such a short time ago. And I started the end of October, and by Christmas, the day after Christmas, I started pulling in $5,000 a week, 5 to 10. I mean, some weeks that'll be 3 or something, but I average $5,000 a week since the day after Christmas, 2024. So think about from Halloween to Christmas, that's no time at all. No time at all. That'd be like from Christmas to, St. Patrick's Day. No time at all. And you could already be making big, big money online. So do it. Oh, what happened? Did I just put on a filter? That's crazy. So love you guys. The link is in my bio. Breakthrough community. You're going to have your breakthrough in that community, and I'm here to help you guys. And if you have any questions, just DM me because I'm happy to help.